Good evening. This is Eswatini TV News Bulletin at 8, read to you by myself, Notile Sitole. First up, here's a look at our headlining stories. Inkosikati Magelangangaza has officially launched this year's Hospice at Home Knitting Challenge. His Majesty's government has cautiously relaxed the regulations regarding the sale of alcohol in the country. The State of the World Population Report has been officially launched by the Minister of Economic Planning and Development. And now the news in detail. Inkosikati Magelangangaza has encouraged every Liswati to take part in the Hospice at Home Knitting Challenge and further support the initiative. Inkosikati said this during the launch of the challenge, which was held virtually due to the COVID-19 regulations.
Inkosikati Magelangangaza launched one of Hospice at Home initiatives which aims at meeting the social needs of the people with life-limiting conditions entrusted to hospice care for the provision of palliative care. The Knitting Challenge was launched 3 years back by Eswatini Hospice at Home patron Inkosikati. Launching this year's challenge, Inkosikati Magelangangaza said they are looking forward to more participation from the members of the community and other partners to support the cause and the mandate of providing palliative care.
Keep them warm. Asibafupumete. We note with great concern that during an illness, the body is affected in different ways, and this time around, we would like to plead with all of us to keep them warm while they journey through their illnesses. We are ever appreciative of the gift of life and the opportunity we have today to remind each other that we are our brother's keepers as we launch the knitting initiative today. Our theme this year says it all. The initiative and product aims at keeping the clients warm as they receive the goods for their use. It is important to make you aware that by end of March 2021, we had cared for 959 clients. Those diagnosed with cancer are still many, and it is a concern since they are the supposed carer women.
The Principal Health Administrator Togon Gubane, representing the Minister of Health, agreed to Inkosikati for the love, care and beautiful heart. Inkosikati also extended profound gratitude to everyone who will run with the organization in the knitting initiative to make it a great success. On the news, I'm Polile Mazia with Tobiso Lamini at Hlane Rural Residence.
The acting Prime Minister Themba Masuku has announced that restaurants and eateries will not be allowed to sell alcohol to people buying food. Masuku announced the relaxing of restrictions in some sectors of the economy in a press briefing held in cabinet offices in Babane.
Upon realizing the sharp decline in the number of COVID-19 confirmed cases in Eswatini and the high recovery rates, the acting Prime Minister Themba Masuku says government then took the decision to relax certain sectors of the kingdom's economy, especially regulations that have to do with the sale of alcohol and the operations of restaurants and convenience stores.
All licensed restaurants and eateries will now be allowed to serve customers with liquor, strictly to be ordered with meals. However, liquor can only be served from Monday to Thursday between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Operating hours for restaurants and eateries are being extended to 10 p.m., while convenience stores will be allowed to operate from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Government has further reviewed the operating hours for liquor traders, which will now open between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. on Mondays to Thursdays. May I emphasize that the sale of alcohol remains strictly restricted for home consumption only. except where served with meals at restaurants and eateries, as already alluded to.
The acting Prime Minister praises schools and teachers for ensuring that schools do everything possible to prevent the spread of this disease among children. For Eswatini TV News, Hlengiwe Ndlovu with Mbongwa Dube in Babane.
Meanwhile, the acting Prime Minister Themba Masuku says government has also taken into consideration the plight of vendors selling food to children in schools, and as such, they will now be allowed to conduct business with strict adherence to COVID-19 regulations.
His Majesty's government will now allow vendors to sell in schools with the necessary cooperation and approval of head teachers. It is important that COVID-19 protocols be fully observed to protect children and teachers in this regard.
The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Prince Melane, has tasked newly appointed Eswatini National Housing Board members with the responsibility of ensuring that the country enacts policies which enable many people residing in urban areas to buy land and property, as current statistics